Good morning, mademoiselles and messieurs. Mystery Man 64 at your service, and welcome back to Slide 2 Band of Thieves. Not what I wanted to do. I want to equip the super slide on R2 because it's just what I want to do, I guess. Nope. Like this on... like that on L1, and the other thing can be on L2. Okay, so the super slide is super good. But as is tradition, since we've started a new world, guess what time it is? Yeah, that's right, it's bottle o'clock. So while, oh, you have... why did I have to see your shinies immediately? I'm not sorry. Okay, you know the drill, future me. I will be in silence while I try to find the bottles. Alright, see you back when time resumes. Maybe. We'll see. Alright, welcome to the third little bit of the bottle hunt. Woo! It's the third time and still not the last. Oh joy. So we've sped things up quite substantially. This one took me a very, very, very long, and the one I missed, oh man. We get there when we get there. So... yeah, things are now sped up tremendously. You will thank me for a time. Also, probably from henceforth, because the music specifically for this area isn't too drastically different from the previous one. I might just add in my own music. Ugh. Maybe some like Donkey Kong Country or something, because jungle. I don't know. We'll see what I end up doing, but allow me to go off what I left off from the last bottle episode of how I got into Sly Cooper. So I got into Sly Cooper, funnily enough, from the second game, the game we are currently playing. This is the one that I first played. I first played this one, I first got into this one. And there is indeed a somewhat interesting story behind it. I say it's just a story. It is time. It is story time, everyone. So back in me old youth, there was this just little rec center. I won't say where or the name. I used to go to this little rec center back in the day. And then they had like their own little like rec room, you know, with like vending machines, some air hockey, foosball. You know, they had like a little entertainment room, you know, for like the cool teens and the whatnots or whatever it was back then. But in that little rec room, I suppose, they had a PS2. They actually had a PS2 that I'm sure... again, you could like, they had like a little section of games that you could just put in it. And I guarantee you that some of those games were stolen. I don't know if I did, but me being a stupid kid not understanding things, if you told me that I probably stole a game, this being the game that I probably stole, I would believe it. I don't think I did. I don't think I did. I don't think I was that much of a silly kid back in the day. I don't believe I stole this copy from that rec center. Again, it wasn't under lock and key. You could just open up the folder of games, put it into a PS2, and Sly 2 was just one of the games that was there at the rec center. I think I might have saw like one of the older kids playing it or something back then, and it looked kind of cool. So when I started like playing it, you know, the only level that I ever played was the first one, the Black Chateau. I don't know, I might have eventually gotten to the second one back in that little old rec room, but that's how I got into Sly 2. because they just had a PS2 and one of the games that just we were able to play for some reason was Sly 2. And that's how I got into it. That's how I got into Sly, because of that Rec Center had a PS2. And yeah, that's just a wild little story, I think, you know? I thought it was pretty cool, because, you know, I don't know if Rec Centers really do that nowadays. It's mostly just like, you know, they got basketball courts, they occasionally have the pool with a little lap area, you know. Sometimes you have pool or billiards. I prefer billiards because, you know, pool, like a swimming pool, and then the game billiards, which is also called pool. I just prefer to call it by billiards, you know. I used to play a little bit of billiards, you know, solids and stripes mostly, 8-ball, US 8-ball, I think. Because, you know, there's also getting them in numerical order. There are a bunch of, like, different pool games. There's also, like, 9-ball. I mostly got into those with games like Super Monkey Ball. Super Monkey Ball has, like, a billiards minigame. It's really fun. I like that one a lot. It's very fun. So, yeah. Because I had a PS2 and Super Monkey Ball was like one of the ones that I had, and I really liked the billiards minigame. But yeah, Sly was one of the games, and that's how I got into Sly Cooper. I eventually found, or probably bought, a copy of this down the line. The first and third one, I don't know if I bought the individual discs or if I ended up playing those on the collection for PS3. I don't entirely recall what happened in that timeline necessarily, but yep, started off with number 2. Hey man, gotta start somewhere, and if the sequel game gets you into just that, well, let's see what the first one was about, and it just gets you into the series henceforth. So yeah, I just think that's a pretty interesting story, I suppose. You know? Our Rec Center's still fun. I don't know. I knew people, so I was able to do the Rec Center stuff for free. So, you know. It was also long ago where I'm not sure people particularly cared too much, where you could just kind of, I don't know, maybe I was just one of the lucky few where I could just kind of play around with some of the stuff. I might have been one of those lucky individuals back in the day, but you usually gotta pay for that stuff nowadays. You know, pay for like a day pass if you want to like just mess around with some of the basketballs. You know, shoot hoops, run laps. I think Rec Centers are decent, you know, able to do a lot of stuff. Sure, you're also able to like interact with people there if you're one of those. I, however, am an indoor vampire. I do not like to leave, and I shun the daylight. Don't you know? So yeah, where are we at in Bottletown? I don't know, cause it's I don't know. I can barely tell, cause for you guys, this is probably playing out smoothly. For me, the rendering, it's just skipping around. I can't parse it. I literally can't. It's going at normal speed, I would imagine. For all of you, I hope. God. Oh! Because, again, with some of these, I am watching while commentating. I can see what I am, in fact, doing. Just because I'm speeding it up, I might need to see about upgrading the old editing PC, so yeah, that's something to do in the future, probably. So, in this area over here, where I was going, like, right above me, is the bottle that I missed that took me forever to find. Right underneath these arches, it's right above there, up top. It will take me forever to find it. Could have found it forever ago, but I don't know. I probably got distracted by shinies and sparklies and not heard the bottles. Okay, so I see 16 out of 30, so halfway. Yeah, now jumped up one. That's how you know it's literally skipping. It's just skipping around for me. About halfway there. So, you know, that's how long it has took me. Because Lord knows in the beginning when I was story time telling, I was looping up the tower quite a few times. Yeah, how I didn't hear the bottle that was right there, I'll never know. Again, I don't know, because so far this is the worst one. This was the worst one for me so far. I say so far because I have yet to do the other ones yet, but so I'm blessed because it has been a good minute since I played Sly 2. Probably just as long, if not longer, for Sly 3. It has been a really long time since I played the Sly games. It's also been a while since I played the Ratchet and Clank games. I've been in the mood to play those, but those ones are a little risque. So I don't know if those will appear on the channel, unfortunately. I enjoy the games personally, but they're a little risque. Just a little. You know, they're towards that like, it's, how would I put, it's like a significantly more, I wouldn't, yeah, it's kinda because with some of the jokes and the entendres, you know, I'm beating around the bush, but there are things in there for adults. Kind of like some of the old Cartoon Network shows. There is stuff in there for adults, even though they're cartoons, so I don't know. The Ratchet and Clank games I enjoy them. I think they're fun. Just for this particular channel, I don't know. And stuff like that, because that's why I have a live channel, a second channel for live things. For this is where other things can go that I'm not sure can fit. So, you know. Also, it's live, it's not happening for a very, very long time. Super Paper Mario, that's one, and then we might see another live very, 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 very far down into the future. You know, I don't think it's gonna happen for some time. If that was some of you were looking forward to, sorry, I just don't think the audience is there yet. I'm sure some of you would watch it, but you know, not quite enough to warrant it. Need a few more viewers and subscribers, because that is a metric. Unfortunately, or fortunately, you know, I'm more or less just happy that y'all are watching, you know. As long as y'all are watch, if you sub, fantastic, even better. I just hope that these can brighten someone's day, you know. That's more or less my bottom line. You know, I'm not super concerned. And again, for me, it's also just kind of like a hobby. If I can turn it into a job, that'd be cool. But you know, I'll keep doing as I keep doing. I enjoy doing it. Anyways, we're here looking for the bottles, sure enough. I don't even know what number we're on. Are we on like 20-something? 29 out of 30. Okay, so keep track of the, or is that 20 or 29? I'm pretty sure that was 29. So I have only one more bottle to find, and oh boy, it's pain and suffering. This last one was truly pain. Took me a very, very long time to find this last bottle. It shouldn't have, but it did. Oh, it most certainly did. Yep, this is why we speed things up, to make things infinitely more convenient. I have climbed this tower like, what, 4 or 5 times at this point, just trying to find this last bottle finally. Truly the worst. So far, I mean, I only have one other level because, you know, post-commentary, I have done more levels since this one. So far, this is the worst one. I don't know if that will continue to be the case because I feel like when it comes to this game, there's like 2 other worlds that I inherently know of that I have struggled with finding the bottles. So let's put this in the running for the top 3 most annoying levels to find all the bottles in. For me personally, just personally speaking, as you do. Oh, yeah. I also enjoy, you know, the super slide while going down the slopes. I've probably done that a few times during the speed up, but the super slide is one of my favorite power-ups to use in the game. You know, on Sly, I like the super slide, the smoke bomb, and whatever third thing I happen to like using. It just kind of depends. Bentley, so far, I just like the bomb as of right now, because I don't recall any of the other powers. Same with Murray. Murray gets quite a few passive upgrades that are just very good on him, which, good. You know, the big jump might also help occasionally with level traversal or something, I don't know. They have their uses, some of these power-ups, some more useful than others, obviously. I think I'm in, I can't even tell what area I'm in. I can't even tell ye. I truly could not tell ye. It is spooktacular. Why spooktacular? I don't know. Is it spooky? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. It is silly, cartoonish. Therefore, it is quite enjoyable. Quite enjoyable indeed. I also hope you enjoy whatever music selection I happen to put in here. Is it Donkey Kong? It's probably Donkey Kong. Probably. It's jungle. Yep, I do enjoy myself some good video game music. Video game music is my preferred type of music, usually, you know. There are a lot of different genres that video game music can be, and that's why I like it, you know. It can basically be anything and whatever it wants to be. Which is pretty cool, You know? Yeah, I enjoy the soundtracks of minigames. Like Mega Man. Mega Man music is always good and classic. Some songs in Pokemon can be pretty good. And there are many more. I have a whole soundtrack just full of game music because I enjoy it greatly. I enjoy it very much, Ferds. Oh, are we finally zeroing in on the bottle? I hope so. I think I am. Yep, I finally start to hear it around here. Like, wait, what's that sound? What is that noise? And then I saw it. So, here we are, freedom at last from the bottle nightmare. And with this last bottle, I return you to the present. Oh my god, you do not know how long that took me to find. Okay, that took way too long. Like, disgustingly long. Oh my good lord, dude. Do I even bother trying to get one of these treasures? I don't even know how I did that. Stealth Infinity, I guess. Well, I can yoink. Again, this is just why I love this. And we outie. See ya. Nerds. None but big old nerds. Okay. But I will start to slowly crawl my way back to the base, or the hideout, and here we are. Okay. Now going to sell all this crap. And yeah, oh my lord. Okay, that took way more than I would like to admit, even though this map is a bit smaller than the last one. Yeah, this took me a while. Good thing I'm speeding it up. Well, I'm going to end things off here. As always, I'll see all of you in the next one. Until then.